Who asked for you to appear here? I know we're supposed to be promoting a movie, but this shouldn't be happening. You know what? I'm just gonna angle this just right. Let's leave it here, keep it ominous. Sure. I have nothing else to say now. This intro's a mess. Welcome back to Critical Response. It's actually the first official episode this time. After that amazing review from last week, which was not the first episode, but it's actually the pilot, I think it's about time that we spice up something good, or spice it up for the first official episode. So I decided to dedicate this to a really, really good friend of mine who you've probably seen in the comments, but who I shall not reveal the name of for obvious reasons. So, as you can already see from that wonderful intro, we're only on $1.30 budget, so might as well talk about the one that only costs $1.30. 2017 It, aka what is apparently the highest grossing R-rated horror movie of all time. I can neither confirm nor deny, but yeah, it is the highest rated horror movie of all time apparently. And for good reason too, because it's actually really, really, really good. Now, I have to say a couple things before I start. I am reviewing this today, but I will not do a review of the second one just yet. I'll do that at the start of season 2, which will also be a dedication to this good friend of mine. Well, when we get to that point, when we get a higher budget that's just up it up to $2, then I'll probably get back to you on that. But for now, we're actually going to start this for real. So, for the people who've never heard of this movie, or the mole people who make a beehive under the Brooklyn Bridge, it is based on the Stephen King book that's over 1,000 pages long. It's about the size of my budget, $1.30. It's not $1.30. It's big, but it's not. I can't even speak. God dang. So yeah, this was based on the book, which I might be wrong about this, but I think it either came out in the 60s or the 70s. Somewhere around that time. There was the ABC miniseries, which wasn't really a miniseries. It was more like 2 parts of the same movie, which ultimately turned out to be 3 hours long, which is the length of both this and the sequel, which does not make any sense at all. It's just filler, but I'm not going to get into that right now. At least not entirely. But yeah, around the 60s or 70s, and basically it's about this clown named Pennywise who crashed on Earth a couple hundred years ago, and now he is out to eat the children, and there's this group of children who must stop him from eating the children. Did this thing move? I feel like it wasn't in the right position once I last left. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, from my personal opinion, this is really, really good. And I definitely think you should watch it. I think it's on a couple of streaming services. Either I'm right or I'm wrong, but the sequel's on HBO Max, all I know. But yeah, it might be on a streaming service, you can watch it there. If you have nearly 3 hours of time, this thing's only 135 minutes. You know, maybe I shouldn't keep this show with no script, because I think that just makes things worse. You totally moved. What if I step back a little and he moves again? Okay, so now he's just moved completely, and now I'm scared. Isn't that what we needed right now? But yeah, this is really good. You should totally watch it. There's some parts that are pretty good to it, like Some of the scares come pretty good as well, and some of like just the general elements that aren't really horror related are also really good. Like there's some like things that are built up over time that are like either revealed in this movie or the not so good sequel 2 years later. But yeah, now we get to the point where we ask ourselves, what was cut out? Because there seems to be a lot of things that were cut out from it. But there's one in particular that was so messed up that they couldn't even like film it at all. And I know I keep this as not much for kids, obviously. Not only to keep the comments open, but also because of content related in a movie. And I don't want to be that guy, but I'm not even. This isn't even a good segue. It's so much. I can't even describe what it's like, but I'm just gonna say that we best be glad that there's only one main female character in the movie because. Oh my god. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked right now. I feel like that one show on Sci-Fi that just came out called The Movie Show. This is not sponsored. I need to start writing scripts for this because this is just vile. This is just ridiculous. This is depraved. I need to pause for a second again. Not only are the elements of the movie good, but also some of the characters are really good. Especially, oh, I found him. This dude right here, Pennywise the Clown. And it's amazing because obviously people are saying he's one of like the best horror villains, but I can definitely doubt that claim because there's better ones like the VHSs and VHS or uh Jerry Seinfeld in the B movie. Yeah, the B movie. B movie game. Anyways, I'm also going. Alright, I promise you, in the next episode, there will be an actual script, and I won't slip over my words or try to improv anything anymore. I'm just trying to rush this out. I know I shouldn't be, but I literally don't have a choice. I just want to get this out as quick as possible, even though I literally have, as of right now, a whole day to worry about it. I'm not going to pause this and then come back the next day because I don't think that'll work at all. Alright, I'm getting super sidetracked. I need to wrap this up right now before I lose my mind. In conclusion, it is a really good movie. But if you're up for watching the sequel, you could do that if you want, but I prefer to keep it at just watching the first movie and not having to worry about the second one because the second one, it was alright. It could have done better, but you get what you get and you don't have a mental breakdown watching it because there are some decisions that aren't really the best. On to the ratings board! You remember this flimsy whiteboard? Yeah, it has it now. Alright, plot. The plot is really, really good. I like it, but there could be a few improvements, but some that don't inhibit it, so I'll give it a pure 9. The characters are really good, like my boy Nickelwise here. God dang it. Okay, characters. I'll give it a 9.5. The elements, obviously the scares, obviously. And a few other parts besides that too, so I'll give it a pure 10. Which is something I never do on rare occasions. The interest doesn't keep you interested. The runtime, that might inhibit some people from liking it, but I don't let it bother you. I wouldn't let it bother you too much, but overall it does kind of captivate you a bit, so I'll give it an 8. And anything miscellaneous. There should have been some quotes from the original Tim Curry ABC miniseries that would have been good, but some of them are used in the sequel, only a few in the first. I'll give it about a 7 for that. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute, tally up the scores. If we tally up our whole score, our total rating for It 2017 is 43.5 out of 50, which in this case would give it about possibly a mix between an A or a B. Somewhere between there. I'll give this an A for now, even though A is like 50 out of 50. Okay, maybe I'll lower it down to between A and B. I don't really know, but it's probably around there. So, finally, first episode of the show. Who knew? Who knew that I could have free time on my hands and not have to worry about society? Also, I'm currently home alone right now, so that's why I seem a little more excited than usual, because I finally have no distractions and just time to relax and film something for once, which is alright, despite actually writing my animated movie script, which is what I'm leaning this on, and the camera keeps falling. I have to prop it up with my scissors from the last step. Oh my god, it did it again! So ridiculous! Okay, one last... Oh my god, it keeps doing that. I'll just hold it up. One last thing before I sign off for now. Special dedication, friend. I know that you'll be watching this, and a special message for that person. Thank you for giving me the motivation to even make this series in the first place, because if I didn't know you, then I would probably just keep my original YouTube channel dead. That's not a bad thing, but it's whatever. But still, thank you for the motivation. This one's dedicated to you. Okay, I'm gonna go figure out more camera equipment and possibly raise my budget either by 30 cents or a whole dollar. I don't even know. Farewell, and I'll see you in the next episode.